Every morning used to start the same way, frustrated, digging through clothes I didn't wear, reaching for shelves that were just a bit too high, all while trying to find one simple sweater. Sound familiar? If getting dressed feels more like a chore than a choice, you're not alone. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be this way. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through how a simple closet update made my daily routine faster, easier, and honestly, less stressful. No fancy tools, no big budget, just a few small changes that made a big difference. If you're ready to simplify your space and reclaim your mornings, stick around. This might be the nudge you've been waiting for. If you've ever opened your closet and felt more overwhelmed than organized, you're not alone. Maybe the shelves are too high. Maybe you're holding on to clothes that no longer fit or reflect who you are today. Maybe you've lost count of how many times you've had to dig through a pile just to find a single shoe. The truth is, most closets weren't designed with aging in mind. But life changes, and our spaces should change with us. A cluttered closet isn't just inconvenient. It can be exhausting, frustrating, and even a little discouraging. But the good news? With a few smart, age-friendly updates, it can become one of the easiest, most empowering spaces in your home. Today, I'm walking you through the final step in my home refresh journey, turning two cluttered closets into spaces that are easy to use, simple to maintain, and surprisingly calming. If you're downsizing, aging in place, or just craving more ease in your daily routine, this update is for you. We'll focus on practical changes that don't require a renovation, crew, or a big budget. Just a few smart tweaks that make everyday life smoother. By the end of this video, you'll have clear steps to transform your own closets into spaces that work with you, not against you. Let's make getting dressed, storing essentials, and keeping things tidy a whole lot simpler. A. Clear it out. Start by removing everything. Yes, everything. That might sound overwhelming, but it's the only way to truly reset the space. Think of it like a fresh start, not just for your closet, but for your daily life. Because when you clear a space, you also clear a little mental clutter. And that's something we all deserve more of. Now, I get it. Closets can hold more than just clothes. They hold stories, seasons of life, pieces of who we used to be. That jacket you haven't worn in 10 years? Maybe it was from a trip you loved. That pile of scarves you haven't touched in ages? Maybe they remind you of someone special. That's okay. This isn't about rushing or being ruthless. It's about being honest with yourself and your lifestyle today. So here's what to do. Start by setting up 3 simple piles. Keep things you wear, use, and love now. Donate items still in good shape, but no longer suit your needs. Let go things that are worn out, stained, or no longer serve you in any way. You don't have to make every decision on the spot. If something feels emotional or uncertain, put it in a maybe pile and come back to it later. Give yourself grace. You're not just decluttering a closet. You're honoring your life's chapters and choosing what still belongs in the next one. As you remove items, pay attention to what you keep reaching for. Are there go-to outfits that make your life easier? Is there a certain type of shoe that's always comfortable? These are clues. They tell you what matters to you now, not 5 or 10 years ago, but today. And that's who we're designing this space for. You might be surprised by what's hiding in the back: old gifts, forgotten handbags, duplicate items you didn't know you had. That's okay too. Just notice it without judgment. Everything you're clearing had a purpose at some point. It just may not have one anymore. And remember, clearing out doesn't mean you're getting rid of everything. It means you're making space for clarity, for comfort, and for the life you're living now. A closet isn't meant to be a museum. It's meant to support your day-to-day life with ease. You're not alone in this. So many of us have held on to things because we were saving them just in case. But when just in case turns into just in the way, it might be time to let go. That suit you haven't worn in years, those shoes that pinch but look nice, they've served their time. Now they can move on and make room for things that actually help. You move through your day with less stress. Take breaks if you need to. Drink some water. Put on music or a podcast. This doesn't have to be done in one afternoon. Give yourself permission to go at your own pace. Even just clearing one shelf, one drawer, or one clothing rod is progress. And progress is powerful. Once everything is out of the closet, take a moment to stand in front of that empty space. It may look bare, but it's full of potential. This is your opportunity to rebuild a space that works for you, not against you. A space that reflects the person you are now and supports the rhythm of your days. Because at the end of the day, simplifying your closet isn't just about getting organized. It's about removing barriers, making life easier, giving yourself a smoother morning, a lighter heart, and maybe even a little more confidence as you start the day. So yes, start by removing everything. It may be the most powerful first step you take all week. B. Sort with purpose. Now that everything is out of the closet, and you're looking at your items with fresh eyes, this next step is where the real clarity begins. It's time to sort with purpose, because this isn't just about organizing clothes. It's about making daily life easier, more comfortable, and more aligned with who you are right now. That means we're not just putting things back where they were. We're choosing what deserves to go back and how. Start simple. As you go through each item, ask yourself 3 gentle but powerful questions. Do I wear this? Not did I used to? Or might I one day? Be honest with yourself. If it hasn't been worn in the last year, ask why. Is it uncomfortable? Is it for a version of your life that's no longer active? Holding on to just in case items can weigh you down more than you think. You deserve a wardrobe that fits your life today, not yesterday, and not someday. Is it comfortable? This one matters more than people often admit. Does it feel good on your body? Can you move easily in it? Does it make you feel confident? Or does it remind you of something you should be wearing? As we age, comfort isn't a luxury. It's a form of self-respect. If something itches, pinches, rides up, or constantly needs adjusting, it's time to let it go. Can I reach it easily? This is a question many don't think to ask until it becomes a daily frustration. If something requires stretching, climbing, or digging through piles, it's not convenient, it's a hazard. The clothes you wear most often should live at shoulder or waist level. Reserve the higher shelves for out-of-season items or things used less frequently. And if you find yourself straining to reach something often, it might not belong there anymore. Let those 3 questions guide your sorting. No pressure, no rush, just quiet, thoughtful decisions that move you closer to ease. Here are a few additional tips to help the sorting feel more intentional. Group similar items together. Put all your pants in one place, all your tops, all your sweaters. This makes it easier to see how many of each category you really have and how many you actually use. You might be surprised at how many duplicates or outdated pieces pop up. Check condition. If it's torn, stained, missing buttons, or permanently wrinkled no matter what you do, it might be time to thank it for its service and move on. We often hold on to almost okay items out of guilt. But remember, your space should be full of clothes that support you, not stress you. Be realistic about someday. Maybe it was for a wedding. or a job you don't have anymore, or a size you're not in right now. But here's the truth. Someday, outfits take up space you could be using for what supports you every day. Letting them go isn't giving up. It's giving yourself room to breathe. And let's talk briefly about sentimental clothing, because we all have some. A jacket from a late spouse, a sweater from a special trip. These items carry emotion, not just fabric. If it feels too hard to part with, don't. Instead, set it aside. You can keep a small, meaningful collection in a memory box, or even repurpose them into something new, like a memory quilt or framed swatch. The goal here is intentionality, not minimalism. Keep what truly brings you comfort or joy. Sorting with purpose is more than a practical step. It's an act of self-awareness. You're choosing to honor who you are, not just who you've been. And that's powerful. This isn't about following rules. It's about creating a space where every item you see makes your life easier, your mornings smoother, and your routines simpler. So take your time. Listen to your gut. If you hesitate on something, it's okay to set it aside and revisit it later. The goal is to build a closet filled only with items that work for you, physically, emotionally, and functionally. And once you finish sorting, you'll notice something surprising. The space may not be full, but it feels fuller, with intention, with peace, with possibility. That's the power of sorting with purpose. C. Install senior-friendly solutions. Here's where the real magic happens, not in flashy renovations or expensive upgrades, but in small, smart changes that make daily life easier and safer. Now that you've cleared out and sorted what truly serves you, it's time to think about how your closet functions. For many of us, closets were designed during a time when no one was thinking about aging joints, limited reach, or the need for better lighting. But that's okay, because with just a few affordable updates, we can adapt the space to fit our lives today. Let's start with the most important shift I made: replacing high, hard-to-reach shelves with lower pull-out drawers. You don't realize how much energy you waste stretching, straining, or climbing on stools until you stop doing it. These drawers sit at waist height, slide out smoothly, and make it easy to see and grab exactly what you need. No more digging through piles or forgetting what's shoved in the back. And speaking of the back, wait till you hear what I found tucked way behind an old storage bin. A birthday card from 1998 and a sock that had absolutely no partner. I had to laugh. It was like finding a time capsule I never meant to bury. Sometimes, the simplest upgrades uncover more than just clutter. They reveal memories, too. Next, let's talk lighting, because what you can't see, you don't use. Many closets are dimly lit or have no lighting at all, which makes it hard to spot what you need, especially early in the morning or at night. I added motion sensor LED lights, and let me tell you, game changer. You open the door, and the light just appears. No switches to fumble with, no cords to trip over. These lights are battery-powered, easy to install, and incredibly helpful if you have vision concerns or limited dexterity. Now, let's talk about a small tool that made a big impact. Coming up, the one $10 item that made reaching things effortless. Ready? It's called a closet rod extender. It attaches right to your existing hanging rod and brings your clothes down to a reachable level. No drilling, no handyman required. If your current rods are too high, this simple fix can make getting dressed feel 10 times easier and 100 times safer. Another update that changed the game: adding labeled bins. Not fancy containers, just simple, clear or fabric bins with easy-to-read labels like winter scarves, everyday shoes, or extra bedding. This reduces mental effort, speeds up routines, and helps keep everything where it belongs. And if you live with a partner or caregiver, it also makes things easier for them to assist without disrupting your system. For anyone who struggles with bending or stooping, consider adding a shoe rack with angled shelves or a small bench with storage. Being able to sit while putting on your shoes, or keeping them off the floor entirely, reduces strain on your knees and back. It may seem small, but small changes add up fast. Here's another one. Installing soft close hinges or magnetic catches on closet doors. If you're sensitive to noise or have arthritis, these quiet, easy-to-open solutions can be a real comfort. No more yanking or slamming, just gentle, smooth movement that respects your pace. And let's not forget hooks. Wall-mounted hooks or over the door. Organizers are perfect for things you reach for daily, like robes, bags, hats, or even dog leashes. By giving these items a designated spot, you remove clutter from surfaces and add convenience to your routine. At the heart of all these upgrades is one idea: your home should support you, not the other way around. Every drawer, every light, every hook or shelf should reduce friction in your day, not add to it. And the best part? None of these changes require a contractor, a big budget, or a weekend of heavy lifting. These are senior-friendly, renter-friendly, life-friendly solutions that can be done in stages. You don't have to do it all today. Just begin with one thing that makes your closet feel easier and lighter. Because when your space works for you, life becomes a little less stressful and a lot more joyful. The drawer that used to frustrate you? Gone. The light you couldn't see by? Fixed. The clothes you used to avoid wearing because they were too hard to reach? Now within easy grasp. These updates might seem simple, but their impact is anything but small. They create a sense of calm, of readiness, of dignity, and every single person deserves that, especially in the space where we begin and end each day. So go ahead, add the light, lower the shelf, make your closet a place that feels like it was made for you, because now it is. After my knee surgery last year, even the simplest tasks became unexpectedly difficult. Bending to reach shoes, stretching for a hanger, or digging through piles of clothes left me exhausted before the day even began. That was the moment it hit me. This wasn't just about tidying up. It was about protecting my energy, making daily routines easier, and holding on to my independence. I realized that my closet wasn't working for me anymore, and I had the power to change that. So I did. And honestly, it's one of the most freeing decisions I've made. Now, everything has its place. No more guessing where things are. No more reaching or straining. I can see what I need, I can reach it easily, and I don't waste energy on frustration. What used to feel like a daily struggle now feels simple and even a little peaceful. Mornings are smoother, getting dressed is quicker, and there's a quiet sense of control that comes from knowing my space supports me, not the other way around. It didn't take a full renovation, just a few smart changes made with care. Small changes, big difference. What's one area in your home that could use a closet-style refresh? A space that's just not working for you anymore? Let me know in the comments. I read every one, and your idea might be featured next. And if this inspired you to rethink your own closet, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe. I share simple, practical updates designed to make life after 60 feel lighter, easier, and more your own.